Hello everybody, welcome back to Peachy Disc Golf. Today I'm here at the beach, but not to swim. We're going to be playing a round of disc golf here at Picnic Island Park in Tampa, Florida. So today is November 29th. It's a balmy 83 degrees here in Tampa, and I'm here for work, so I decided to come and play Picnic Island Park because almost exactly 1 year ago today, I was here for a different job for work, and I played my first scored round of disc golf on UDisc. I was just getting into disc golf at the time. I think I had 4 discs. I had a putter and a destroyer, which I bought together, and I had a DX Rock and a Champion Mako 3 at the time. And I decided to play here after a recommendation from Sandra, and she said this was a great course to play, so I tried it out. I shot +6 that day. Now I think I had multiple drives on every tee, and I just sort of went from my best one and scored from that, +6. So I figured, why not see how far I've improved in disc golf by playing another round almost 1 year later. And we're gonna play orange to orange, the shortest layout here. So hopefully I score under par, because it doesn't seem like it, I don't remember it being that difficult. I remember it being a lot of fun. It's a beautiful location again. Some of the holes are right here off the beach, so it should be fun. Let's go attack this course. All right, well, like we've been doing lately, I'm playing solo. I'm gonna be using the GoPro, putting it on my head. I promise soon Kang and I will have schedules that line up so we can record together again using my nicer cameras to get some better video quality, but this is what we're gonna do for now. Put it on my head real quick. Here at Picnic Island, there are 2 tee pads, orange and blue. Orange is the short pad, blue long pad. And then there's also 2 baskets, orange and blue, for each hole as well. So the orange is the short basket, blue long basket. And to be consistent, we're gonna do orange to orange. That's what I did when I first played here. So hole 1 is just a short little dinky 140-foot shot here, right behind this palm tree. I don't remember it being this clear when I played here last year. I think they had a bunch of bushes in the way. So because I remember standing on this tee pad having no clue where to throw. And I just threw it over everything. I apparently got a birdie. I'm considering going with just a paradox here, understable. Though I could maybe go up and over. I might do that actually. Still not a long throw, so we'll do the envy here. Actually, no. We'll go with the distortion. So I'm sort of just aiming over this palm tree a little to the right of it, and we'll see where it lands. I didn't see it land, but I think I'm pretty close. I think it's in the circle. Oh, that was a pretty great shot. Nice short putt here. And this, I remember this was when I was like, oh, this is awesome. Hole 1 here, right on the beach. Here's the ocean here, Tampa Bay. Little 8-footer here. Gotta make this. When I played here a year ago, I clocked a birdie. I don't know how accurate that is because I'm pretty sure I threw multiple drives on every throw or on every hole. So let's see. There we go. All right, so hole 2 here is 342 feet, par 4. According to UDisc, I got a par on this last time, so let's see if we can keep the birdie streak alive. Right now I am matching my pace from last time. So it's pretty open. There are some trees off to the right. There's a parking lot over here on the right as well. That's OB. And then some dense vegetation on the left, but just really want to get it straight down, I think. I'm gonna go with my wave. All right, nice open field there. All right, so you can see the basket sort of tucked in behind this big palm tree, maybe 150 away. Kind of a short drive. It feels very weird playing disc golf. It's been so long. I'm gonna go with something overstable here. I'm gonna go with the Pyro mid-range, my most overstable mid-range that I have. I'm sort of aiming for this big palm tree on the right. and then hoping it fades. I'll also put a little hyzer on it as well. Oh, that should be right by the basket. All right, that was pretty good. It settled under this big palm tree here. Not too long of a putt that we'll have to go for. So let's see, do have to still make this. Let's see if the palm tree interferes with my putt. Oh no, it does a little bit. Oh, look at this. I don't know how much these are gonna affect the putt. It's short, we're only like 6 feet here. Whew, gave it a little extra height, but almost not enough. Right now I am better off than I was a year ago by 1 stroke. This is a par 3, 140-foot shot, another really short hole here. You can see the basket just sort of tucked over here. Blue basket's a little further to the left. I took a bogey here. Probably hit these trees. So this is just sort of a straight little throw here. I'm just gonna go with my putter, the Nomad, and just throw it through the gap really. Try to get it at the right of the tree that's in front of the basket as well. Oh, I overturned it. Dang it. Even with that horrible drive, this is still technically a makeable birdie because the hole is so short. And I am luckily right on the edge of the brush, so I should be able to get a straddle. Oh no, maybe not. Dang, got obstructed here. Well, just get a little par save here. Ooh, that was a run. Still getting a stroke on myself because I bogeyed this before. So hole 4 here is 225 feet, par 3. You can see the blue basket off to the right here. I think the orange basket's even further to the right, just a little shorter. So I think I'm gonna have to go forehand, something overstable. Maybe I'll throw my felon and just go to the left of this skinny tree in front and hope it comes back. First forehand in a very long time. My forehands are pretty bad, so I'm not expecting a lot out of this. Just don't want a disaster is all. Hey, that was pretty good for me. Right in the field, no obstructions from there, I don't think. Okay, so yeah, like I thought, the basket was tucked off pretty much in line with the blue basket, just a little shorter. Got an outside of the circle look here to get a birdie, so that'd be nice to make, but at the very least we should be getting a par here. That'll match what I did a year ago. I apparently got a par here. I don't even know how. I didn't have anything understable, no forehand at all. No clue how I got a par from this hole. Ooh, a little long. So hole 5 here is 280 feet, par 3. You can see the basket just in between these 2 little palm trees. So pretty open shot, a little understability here. So I think I'm gonna go with maybe my Insanity. Yeah, we'll go with Insanity. Try to let it turn, but not too much, and then it'll fade back a little. We'll see, hopefully it doesn't fade back too hard. Threw it a little low, but that was the line I wanted. So I took a bogey on this hole, but it looks like before it was a par 4. So I guess the baskets were in different positions. Maybe this layout's even easier, but we'll definitely be beating that. This is a maybe 50 footer here. Oh no. Oof, terrible putt. That was not good. I should be able to get a par still. So hole 6 here is 218 feet, par 3. Before it was a par 4 again. I got a bogey on this last time, and it's just a little shot off to the right here. You can't see the basket, but I imagine it's somewhere past that skinny tall palm tree. So I'm gonna go with a forehand again. We'll go with the Tesla this time, a little less overstable than the Felon. Oh no, that would have been all right if I had missed that palm tree, but Should have a look at the basket from there. Maybe I should have gone, this doesn't seem like 218 feet. That's a little bit longer, I think, but should have gone maybe a backhand turnover just to get a little more distance. My forehand is not very good, so call this a putt look still. Gotta throw it better than I did last time for a long putt though. Man, unfortunately my GoPro died mid-putt, but it was a good attempt. Another par tap in here. Well, I guess this was my first tap in. So far we're doing significantly better though. I think I'm +3, maybe +2 right now in my round a year ago, but now we're at 2 under. Okay, so hole 7 here is clocked in at 158 feet, par 3. Short little hole here, but it's pretty tight. So I walked up over here to that opening there. The basket is tucked off to the left, so you just want to shoot through this tunnel that sort of bends slightly to the right, and then obviously have something fade. Don't want anything too fast here though, because it's a short hole. So I think I'm going to go NV and just sort of throw it through the gap and let it fade. Actually, let's go a little more overstable. We'll go with the distortion here. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll go distortion and just try to pipe it through this little tunnel. Ooh, that might be good. Oh, that looks really good. I just barely missed the brush on the left, and I think that's going to be a park job right there. So here in the clearing, you can see where the basket is. Where's my disc though? I guess it wasn't as much of a park job as I thought. Oh, yes it was. It's right here. I don't even need to switch putters for this. Gaining a stroke on myself here. I got a par last time, so that's more improvement. So hole 8 here is 261 feet, par 3. Got a straight fairway. We do have a bunch of palm trees littered throughout the fairway though to avoid, and you can see the basket tucked off to the left here. I'm gonna go with my Volt here, I think. I was considering going with the Crave, but I do want something with a little more fade, I think. And the Volt, I think, has that. And it's not as overstable, not quite as overstable as the Bear. I don't know. Maybe the Bear would also be a good throw here. Oh, missed that palm tree. Oh, man, that killed a lot of momentum there. That was a decent throw though, a little too wide to the right. All right, we got a circle 2 look here from the Volt. If I didn't hit that palm tree, I probably would have been out in this field with a nice little circle 1 putt. So I think we're good though. Still not terrible. It's not too far. We're probably 35, 40 feet. Oh, so close. And it's nestled right up on the pole. So this would have matched what I did before, but again, I guess the layout was just completely different when I played here before. This was a par 4 and I got a par on it still, so I'm not sure. It's gonna be tough. It's not really as direct of a comparison as I had hoped it would be. So here we are, hole 9, 255 feet, par 3. You can see the basket just off to the left here. I did bogey this hole last time. I got a 4. So you can see tight little tunnel at the beginning of the hole here. Baskets is tucked off to the left, and then again, a couple of palm trees scattered throughout. So you just want to throw something straight, light little fade at the end. I think I'm gonna go with the Tesla here. Just throw it down and let it fade at the end. Before I had my Tesla as my like overstable 9-speed driver, nice fairway driver, but it's in this fission plastic. It's beaten in a little bit now, and it's pretty straight with a light fade at the end. Maybe if I had like a neutron, cosmic neutron Tesla or something, I'd have a more overstable one. But this flies very similar to my Undertaker. I found we actually had a video comparing this to the Undertaker and the Escape. Check that video out if you'd like. So this one is a pretty good workhorse fairway, I think. Oh, I yanked it way right. Oh no, that was great distance, but horrible. Oh man, that was not good. I really tried my best to get this OB road in play for sure. Just get this close, tap out a par, close out the round without any bogeys. That'll be nice. Right under the basket. All right, and we'll tap in our par here to close out front 9. Oh, well, I'm all finished up with the front 9 here at Picnic Island. Man, it's so hot. It's the end of November and it's still like 85 degrees outside. Oh man, this is a far cry from the weather we have in Atlanta right now. It's pretty chilly up there. So right now I'm sitting at 3 under, and in my round a year ago, I was at 3 over. So significant improvement. Again, it's a little off because there were a lot of par 4s that I played previously that are now just in the par 3 position. But so far I do feel, I mean, obviously I do feel like I've improved. It's been a year, I've been playing pretty often. I haven't seen as much improvement as I probably would have wanted to, but I'm just, you know, casually playing. I'm not really playing in a lot of tournaments, not playing super competitively, just having fun playing disc golf. And this course is beautiful. It's, I would say, pretty beginner friendly, at least so far. I will have to judge at the back 9 as well, but the having the 4 different layouts is really nice with the short and long pins as well as the short and long tees. So that's a great feature to have in a course. So you definitely very beginner friendly. I remember playing here, having fun a year ago, and once again having fun playing out here again. There are a lot of mosquitoes though. I had to put on some bug spray, which luckily I had on me. So it's they were chewing me up at the beginning of the round. I had to spray some on. But yeah, having a lot of fun here. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll have the back 9 on as a separate video, so definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss that episode. If you enjoyed watching this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And also, don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be notified when our next episode comes out. And until next time, guys, cheers.